Good morning, dear children. Let us start the class. Today we are going to do the rest of the workbook. Okay, yesterday we have done some of the questions about the topic divide large numbers. Today we are going to continue the rest of the questions. Some word problems are left. Okay, so let us start the class. The next question is question number 18. Okay, what is the question given here? 230 students were equally seated in 10 classes. So we already got two statement from the first line, that is the number of students is equal to 230 and the number of classes equal to 10 classes. Now how many students were there in each class? Okay, we have find out the total number of students in the 10 class. Now we have to find out the number of students in one class because all are equally seated. Okay, so the statement I got here is total number of students equals to 230 and the number of classes equals to 10. So to find out the number of students in each class, we have to divide 230 by 10. Okay, so number of students in each class equals to 230 by 10. Okay, in division we mainly find out about in like the value of 1. Okay, like suppose in each class, because we are finding out the value of one class here because all are equally distributed. But in multiplication we are finding an in bulk amount, that means we are finding out the total amount. Okay, total amount we already got here. Okay, but we have to find here the value of 1. Okay, and in multiplication the value of 1 will be given, we have to find the total. Okay, so 230 we divide and we'll find a number of students in each class. So let us divide the number 230 divide by 10. Okay, so first 2 is smaller than way smaller than 10, so we'll take 23. So 10 into 2, 20 is the closest smaller number to 23. 3 will come down 0 in 30. Okay, so what we got the answer, the number of students in each class is 23. Now children, I want to tell you one thing. When you are dividing a number like that, suppose okay, like 230 by 10, that it has also, the first number has also 0, the second number has got 0. How many zeros it has? You can cancel the zeros and you will get 23. And 23 divided by 1 is that we already got in the properties of division that if we divide any number by 1, we get the question as the same number. Okay, we will learn more about this in our revision classes. Okay, the next question is, if a set of 2000 mangoes are equally arranged in 8 boxes, how many mangoes are in each box? How many mangoes remain unarranged after the equal distribution? Okay, so total number of mangoes is given 2000 and 2000 mangoes are equally arranged in 8 boxes. Okay, after arranging we find out that some of the whether we have to find out whether any mangoes have been left behind. Okay, suppose in 8 boxes. Okay, so in 8 boxes how many numbers of mangoes can we put? Okay, so the total number of mangoes is equals to 2000, number of boxes equals to 8. So number of mangoes in each boxes, we divide the number because we have to find out the value of each or 1. Okay, divide 2000 by 8. So let us divide the number 2000 divide by 8. Okay, so we'll take the first two number. So 8 to the 16. What will come? 4, 40, 8 5 the 40, and this 0, 1 0 is left, it will go up. Okay, so how much we got? Number of mangoes in each box is equal to 250. Now the denominator the remainder here is 0, that means no mangoes are left. Okay, no mangoes are left, or you can write no mangoes would remain after distribution. Okay, you can write any of the sentence here. You can write this also or you can write this also. No mangoes are left or no mangoes would remain after distribution. The next question is, there were 1240 dogs in 10 shelter homes. So shelter homes is a place where you can keep animals. Okay, so here the number of dogs is 1240 and the number of shelter homes is 10. If each shelter had equal number of dogs, how many dogs were in each shelter? So we have to find the number of dogs in each shelter, and we know it is an equal number. The number of dogs in each shelter are equal. So what is the total number of dogs here? The total number of dogs is 1240, and what is the number of shelter homes? 10. Okay, so we have to find out the number of dogs in each shelter home. Okay, 1240 divide by 10. Alright, so we got 1240. Now just like question number 18, we got 0 and 0 both in the dividend and the divisor. So we can cancel the 0 and we have to divide 124 divided by 1. Okay, so the answer will be 124. If you have doubt, let us divide and find out the answer. Okay, 1240 divided by 10. So we'll take the first number, 10 ones are 10, 2 will come down, 24, so 2, 20 is the number closest to 24, 40, then it is exactly divisible, minus 40, 0. So what is the answer we got? 124. Okay, so if you get like that, you can just cancel the 0 by yourself, and if it is 1, okay, it should be 1. Alright children, okay. The next is divide the largest 4-digit number by the largest 1-digit number. What is the largest 4-digit number? It is 9,999. Okay, and we have next part of the question is divide 1-digit number by the largest 1-digit number. What is the largest 1-digit number? 9. So we have to find out the answer. So let us divide in the middle because it is directly the question is given to divide. Okay, so I'll just put a dividend here. So this is the dividend. 9, let us divide by the divisor, that is 9. We have to find out the question. So 9 will take the first digit only because it is equal. Okay, not smaller. Equal or bigger we can take. Now 9 is equal, no need to take the second number. If it is equal children, no need to take the second number. So 9 ones are 9. Okay, this 9 will come down. Again 9 ones are 9. Okay, then we are getting 0, 0. This 9 already came down. Remember children to remember how many 9s are there. So this 9 will come down now. Again 9 ones are 9. Okay, 0. Now this 9 will come down. Okay, so 9 ones are 9. Okay, so what is the question here? 1111. 1111. Okay, so we have to divide the largest 4-digit number by the largest 1-digit number. Okay, the next question is there are 123 guavas in the first sack. Okay, so sack is like like a bag made of cloth, or okay, so you can keep huge amount of things inside like rice and lentils, okay, vegetables. Okay, you can see the vegetable vendors, okay, selling huge amount of vegetables. They are keeping the vegetables in the sack. So the question is there are 123 guavas in the first sack and 121 guavas in the second sack. The third sack has 256 guavas. So we came to know reading this line that it has got 3 sacks having guavas. The first is 123, second is 121, and the third is 256. If these guavas are to be equally arranged into 50 bags, how many guavas will be in each bag? Okay, so we know in number of guavas in the first sack is 123, the second is 121, and the third is 256. Let us find out first the total number of guavas. Okay, so 123 plus 121 plus 256. So we have to add the numbers. Let us add the numbers in the side. 256, okay, 121 and 123. 6 plus 1, 7 plus 3, 10. 1 will go up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 will go up. 2, 3, 4, 5. So the total number of guavas is 5. Okay, we have to add the numbers. 3 numbers are given here. 500. Now this total number of guavas has to be distributed among 50 bags, and then we will find out how much guavas are there in one bag. Okay, so you write 500 guavas to be distributed among 50 bags. Alright, among 50 bags. Now we have to find out number of guavas in each bag. We have to find out the number of guavas in each bag. So how will you find out? 500 divided by 50. Okay, so 500 divided by 50. Let us divide the number. 500 divide the number by 50. Children, when you are doing the rough, you do in the side. Okay, I don't have much space, that is why I am doing here. Alright, so we will take the first two number because it is equal. So 50 into 1 becomes 50. Okay, 0 we get, this 0 will come down, this 0 will go up. Alright, so what we got? Number of guavas in each bag equals to 10. Okay children, so this question was little different from the rest of the other questions. The other questions are very direct. We have the total number is given, the total number what it is to be distributed is given. We have to find a value of one or each, and sometimes the question is given that we have to find a value of each and if there is any remaining. So remaining, how can you find out? You just divide the numbers, and if you get any number except from 0, that means it is a remainder. That much amount is left behind. If it is 0, that means no amount is left. Okay, the next is we have divided the largest 4 digit and the 4 digit number by the 1 digit number. Okay, and this question was little different. Here we have to find a total amount by ourselves. The separate amounts were given for 3 sacks. Alright, and after dividing the numbers, we have after adding all the numbers, we have divided by 50, and then we have find out the value of each sack. Okay children, so these are the questions. In the next class we will be doing the practice question. Okay, and I'll be sending out the answers of the PDF file in the Google Classroom. You can check and you can write it down in your workbook. Alright, and if you're doing the rough, you can show the rough also. It looks good, that means it shows that you have understood. Try to do by yourself. Alright, don't write directly. And the PDF file I'll be sending you has got all the answers also. So don't try to do the division by just looking in the book. Try to do by yourself. Okay, so okay, then I'll end this class. We'll meet again. Thank you.